So all of you write down this problem and try to do it now. Show that the volume of the region bounded by the ellipsoid is 4 by 3 pi apc, and hence find the volume of the sphere. So again, to find out the volume of the ellipsoid, okay, it is sufficient to find out the volume of the ellipsoid that is there in the first octant. So you draw an ellipsoidal region. Okay. So it may be something like this. Okay, so this is 1/8 of the portion of the ellipsoidal region which is there in the first octant, and its projection on the xy plane is going to be this 1/4 of the ellipse area, right? So there is a solid kind of region, okay, bounded by the ellipsoid. So okay, so this is x-axis, this is y-axis, and this is z-axis. What is the volume of the ellipsoid formula? Volume of the ellipsoid, okay, v equal to triple integral 1 dv over the domain d. What is this domain actually? If you are taking the entire ellipsoid, then that is going to be dz dy dx. Okay, if you are trying to solve for z in terms of x and y, then z will be varying from minus c into root of 1 minus x square by a square minus y square by b square into c into root of 1 minus x square by a square minus y square by b square. Because when you are drawing a line parallel to z-axis, okay, because this ellipse is equally occupied in all the 8 octants, it will enter through ellipsoid and leave through ellipsoid. Okay, you can see that here. Okay, so if this is the ellipse, when you draw a line parallel to z-axis, Okay, you can see it is entering through ellipsoid, leaving through ellipsoid. Okay. So then y and x limits will be taken on the entirely on xy plane. The projection of this ellipsoid on xy plane is going to be this part. So that means what? Minus root of 1 minus x square b into. Okay, I'll write bit distance. So minus b into root of 1 minus x square by a square to plus b into root of 1 minus x square by a square. And this is from minus a to a, right? Because the projection is going to be the complete ellipse, right? So when you draw a line parallel to y-axis, enters through ellipse, leaves through ellipse. That's why you'll have here minus b to plus b. Okay, minus a to plus a. Okay, because the ellipse is from minus a to a. So these are the complete limits. These are the complete limits if you want to integrate over the entire ellipsoidal region. Okay, but as I said earlier, whenever the integrand is constant, if you are if you are trying to find out the volume, if the volume is symmetric about all the 8 octants, you can use the symmetry and find out the volume in the first octant and multiply with 8. Okay, so that is what we are going to do it now. So instead of evaluating the entire integral, so I am going to find out the volume. This is 8 times. Okay, so into volume of ellipsoid in first octant. So this is equal to 8 into, okay, 1 dz dy dx. Now you see when you draw a line parallel to z-axis starting from the projection in the first octant means it is starting from z equal to 0 leaving through the ellipsoid. Therefore, what are z values? Can you please tell me? Z varies from
0 to
0 to, it is leaving through ellipsoid, and in the first octant means it has to be positive, right? So c into root of 1 minus x square by a square minus y square by b square. Okay, and what are x and y limits? And it is because it is only 1/4 of the elliptical region. When you draw a line parallel to y-axis, okay, so it starts from x-axis and leaves through the ellipse. This ellipse equation is x square by a square plus y square by b square equal to 1. Okay, so starting from, so y varies from 0 to b into root of 1 minus x square by a square, and you know x limits are going to be 0 to a. Is this fine? Shall I proceed? So 0 to a. For the time being, shall I consider? Hmm, okay. Okay. So we'll write in the next step. So 0 to b into root of 1 minus x square by a square. Okay. So when I integrate 1 with respect to z, what do you get? Integration of 1 is z, the limits from 0 to c into root of 1 minus x square by a square minus y square by b square dy dx. Am I right? So so this is going to be 8 times 0 to a, 0 to b into root of 1 minus x square by a square, and so upper limit minus lower limit, so it is going to be c into root of 1 minus x square by a square, okay, minus y square by b square dy dx. Lower limit is 0. Is it okay? So now you need to integrate this function. You need to integrate this function, no? So so now you are integrating with respect to y. This will be treated as a constant. This will be treated as a constant, right? So c can be taken outside. So shall we consider this 1 minus x square by a square as k square for the time being? Okay. So if I consider shall we take b square LCM? We take b square LCM. Okay, we'll see. Well, if I take 1 minus x square by a square as some k square, okay, just because I am integrating with respect to y, so this will be treated as a constant. So this entire thing is a constant. Okay, 1 minus x square by a square is k square, means what? Under root of k square will be k. Do you agree? So then this will be 8 times c. I am going to bring this outside. I'll bring this c outside. Okay, so 8c. Okay, so 0 to a, 0 to a. Okay, 0 to kb. Okay, so because under root of 1 minus x square by a square is going to be k. So kb and root of k square minus y by b whole square. K square minus y by b whole square dy dx. Is that fine? Okay, now you just take y by b equal to t. What happens? Y equal to bt. Then what will be dy equal to b dt. Then what will be the limits? When y equal to 0, when y equal to this is dt, b dt. Okay, so when y equal to 0, t will be 0. Okay, so integration from 0, and when y equal to kb, when y equal to kb, then what will be t? T will be k. Do you agree? When
Yes.
y, so then this is going to be root of k square minus t square dy dx. Okay, so we are just doing some makeup only to make our life easy. Okay, so we are just doing it to do the integration easily. Then you know the standard formula for root of k square minus t square. Apply that formula and tell me the integration. What is root of k square minus t square integration? It is in the form root of a square minus x square. Okay, so can you tell me the integration value? T by 2 root of k square minus t square. Am I right? Plus a square root or minus a square root? Do you remember the formula or not?
Plus.
So plus a square by 2. Tell me. Sine inverse
T by K.
By K.
T by k. Okay, with the limits from 0 to k. The limits from 0 to k dx, right? I think there is a mistake here. I did a mistake. I am changing the variable from y to t, no? So then what is dy? Dy must be b dt. Can you see that? There is a mistake here. Dy to be replaced with b dt. Can you see that?
So and in the equation it's not a, it's k. So In the equation, it's K, not E.
In the equation, it is. I didn't get your point.
K square by 2 sin inverse T by K, sir.
This one. I agree. I agree. Instead of constant, you are having K. I agree. So this has to be K. Okay. So next step, I can bring this B outside. Okay. So this is going to be 8BC. 8BC. Okay. 8BC. Okay. Now, is this fine now? Now upper limit minus lower limit. So 8BC 0 to A. What is upper limit? K square minus K square gets 0, and KK sin inverse is 1. So this is going to be K square by 2. K square by 2 to sin inverse 1 is pi by 2. So upper limit is over. Lower limit 0 into anything 0. Sin inverse 0 is 0. Dx. Is that okay? So 2 2s are 4. 8 by 4 is 2. 2BC 0 to A into pi. Pi's also can be taken out. So 2 pi BC. And what is K square now? 1 minus x square by A square. 1 minus x square by A square dx. Now you integrate this. So this is 2 pi BC. Integration of 1 is x minus integration of x square is x cube by 3a square with the limits from 0 to a. So this is going to be 2 pi BC. A minus a cube by a square is a by 3. Lower limit is 0. So a minus 1 minus 1 by 3 is 2 by 3. 2 2s are 4. So 4 by 3 pi a b c cubic units. Do you agree? Now in this problem we haven't converted into we haven't changed the change of variables. We didn't into polar coordinates or cylindrical or spherical coordinates. We didn't do any transformations. All the transformations we did in Cartesian form only. Whereas in volume of the cylinder, volume of the sphere derivation in the previous problem, I converted into polar coordinates. Here you can see that. So if you put a equal to b equal to c, okay, if you put a equal to b equal to c, you will get okay, for a equal to b equal to c, b equal to 4 by 3 pi a cube, which is volume of sphere bounded by okay, volume of the sphere x square plus y square plus z square equal to a square. Is it fine? Did you copy? So therefore, you can find out the volume of the sphere independently, or you can find out the derive the volume of the ellipse side and hence get the formula for the volume of the sphere also by putting a equal to b equal to c. Shall I proceed? Shall I?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. Now before going further, let us see the questions that came in your last year J&T examination. Okay, so these are the questions asked in previous year examination. See if you can do these problems. What about the 10th problem? What about this? Find the area of the circle using the double integration. How do you find out the area of the circle using double integration? Circle R equal to A means what? R equal to A means root of x square plus y square equal to A. That means x square plus y square equal to A square. You're asked to find out the area of the circle using double integration. How do you find out the area using double integration? Find, note down this problem. Find area of the circle R equal to A using double integral. Okay. So so how do you find out the area? Area equal to double integral 1 dy dx over the region R. Again, you can use the symmetry, right? I told you to use the symmetry only for areas and volumes. If the integrand is other than 1, don't use the symmetry. I'm repeatedly telling this point. Do you follow? So original integration is actually from minus root of a square minus x square to plus root of a square minus x square minus a to a, because if you are drawing a line parallel to y-axis, see it is entering through circle, leaving through the circle, and so therefore the value of y on the circle is from minus to plus. Okay, so 1 dy dx, but instead of because the circle is symmetric about all the 4 quadrants, you can write it as 4 times area of circle in first quadrant. Don't do this if the integrand is not a constant. Don't do this symmetry if the integrand is other than a constant. So that means what? Then what will be the limits of integration? Okay, now this will be 0 to root of a square minus x square, 0 to a, because it is in only the first quadrant. Then therefore it starts from here to here, okay, and here to here, okay, this part on. Okay, so 1 dy dx. Okay, so either you do it in Cartesian form or you convert into polar coordinates. Okay, but the question is asked about r equal to a, no? R equal to a, no? So that means the equation is given in polar coordinates. Okay, we'll see that in polar also. For the time being, let me do it in Cartesian, then we'll see same problem in polar form also. Okay, so this can be written as 4 times 0 to a, whatever the formula, x by 2 root of a square minus x square plus a square by 2 sine inverse x by a, from 0 to a. Sorry. I think integration of 1 is only y, right? Integration of 1 is y. The limits from 0 to root of a square minus x square dx. Now apply this integration. This is 4 times 0 to a root of a square minus x square dx. So this is 4 times x by 2 root of a square minus x square plus a square by 2 sin inverse x by a from 0 to a. So again this is 4 times 0 plus a square by 2 into pi by 2 minus lower limit is 0. So this is pi a square. Whereas if you want to do it in polar coordinates, what you do? Area equals to alternate method. Okay, you have a place here. Alternatively, a equal to double integral over the region R. Okay, 1 dy dx is r dr dt. Okay, so this is 4 times area of the region which is in the first quadrant. 1 r dr d theta. R star is only 1/4 of the circular region. R star. So when you convert into polar coordinates, so limits will be 4 times 0 to a, because r equal to a. When you draw a ray from origin, it is starting from initial point leaving through circle. So r varies from 0 to a and theta varies from 0 to, because it is only 1/4 of the circle, 0 to pi by 2 r dr d theta. So this is 4 times 0 to pi by 2. R integration is r square by 2 with the limits from 0 to a d theta. So 4 by 2 is 2 a square. Integration of 1 is theta from 0 to pi by 2. So this is pi a square. Okay, so you can do it in this way also through polar coordinate system. Is it okay? Square units. Shall I proceed?
Yes.
What is the another problem in for see here, change the order of integration of the integral and evaluate 0 to 1. Copy this problem, change the order of integration 0 to 1 x to root of 2 minus x square. Change the order of integration 0 to 1 x to root of 2 minus x square, x to root of 2 minus x square, x by root of x square plus y square, x by root of x square plus y square dy dx, and hence evaluate it. Now what is given? given integral is 0 to 1 x2 root of 2 minus x square x by root of x square plus y square dy dx. Actually, it will be easier to integrate with respect to y, it seems, because it is okay. Fine. It is also yes. Okay, you're asked to change the order and then evaluate. Okay, so to change the order of integration, you need the region of integration, right? So, what is the main region? What is the extent of the region? Can you please tell me? The region is extended from where to where? Which will tell you the extent of the region? This one, right? The entire region is in between x equal to 0 to x equal to 1. Do you agree? Entire region is in x equal to 0 to x equal to 1. This is a line parallel to x-axis. So the area is mainly bounded by where to where? These two, y equal to x and y equal to root of 2 minus x square. What is y equal to x? Line passing through origin. So this is y equal to x. What is the other one? Y equal to root of 2 minus x square. What do you mean by y equal to? So y square equal to 2 minus x square, or x square plus y square equal to 2. That means x square by root 2 whole square plus y square by root 2 whole square equal to 1, which is an ellipse. Which is an ellipse. Okay. So ellipse is uh, it has at root 2 0 and 0 root 2. 0 root 2 is 1.414, right? So it is beyond this line. Now you tell me.
Sir, it's a circle with radius root 2. No, sir.
Sorry. Right. This is a circle, no? Right. So then I'll draw a circle then. It is a circle with radius root. Okay. So then I will erase this and I will draw accordingly. Okay. Let me draw a bigger circle. Okay. So radius is root 2. I agree. Okay. So and this is y. So what is the point of intersection of the circle with y equal to x?
1, 1.
This is 1 comma 1. Okay. So 1 comma 1. So the line will be passing through like this. Okay. So extent of the region from here to here only. Okay. So x equal to 0 to x equal to 1. The entire region is in between these two. And see here, y is entering through line, leaving through circle. Entering through line, leaving through circle. Entering through line, leaving through circle. Y going vertically, right, from down to top. So what is your region of extent then? Is this the region of, is this your region of integration? Do you agree? And you cannot take beyond this, because the entire region is starting from x equal to 0 to x equal to 1 only. See here, it is starting from x equal to 0 to x equal to 1 and entering through line, leaving through circle, entering through line, leaving through circle. See here, entering through line, leaving through circle. Is this the region of integration? Do you agree? Agreed or not? One second. Just be online. Okay, so do you all agree with this point?
Yes, sir.
Right. So if you want to change the order of integration, then you have to write in dx dy order, right? Root of x square plus y square in dx dy order. For dx dy order, what I have to do? I have to draw a line parallel to x-axis. This is x-axis. I have to draw a line parallel to x-axis. Okay. So if I am drawing a line parallel to x-axis here, it is entering through y-axis and leaving through circle. But is it same throughout the region?
Was
Okay. So where you have to partition? Where you have to partition? At y equal to 1, right? If you are drawing the same line here, it is entering through y-axis and leaving through line. You are getting different upper limits. Can you see it? Upper limits are different. Here in this region, line is passing through, leaving through circle. Here the line is leaving through line. Okay, so here you have to make the partition. Okay. Okay. So call this as R1 and call this as R2. So this is R equal to R1 union R2. Okay. Now integral over R equal to integral over R1 plus integral over R2. Next by root of x square plus y square dx dy plus double integral over R2 x by root of x square plus y square dx dy. Now write down the limits of integration. Okay. So for the first region, what are the limits of integration? X is starting from y-axis. The line is starting from y-axis. On y-axis, x value is 0. And it is leaving through the line. When it is leaving through the line, what is the value of x on the line? See here.
Y.
Y. So x limits are from 0 to y. And what are minimum and maximum values of y on R1 region? What are minimum and maximum values of y in R1 region? 0 to
0 to 1.
0 to 1. Okay, so plus and R2 region, what are x limits and y limits? So x limits are from entering through y axis, leaving through circle. What is the circle equation? Circle equation is x square plus y square equal to 2. X square plus y square equal to 2. Am I right? So starting from y axis means x equal to 0. And on the circle, what is x value? X value is going to be under root of 2 minus y square, right? Under root of 2 minus y square. And y varies from what are minimum and maximum values of y? Minimum value of on the R2 region, y is starting from 1. What is the maximum value of y?
Root 2.
Root 2. So it is 1 to root 2. That's it. So, okay. So once the limits are done, rest of the thing is doing integration. Use your knowledge of integration to evaluate these limits. Can you do this part? I think this is a simple integration only, right? You can see, because when you are integrating with respect to x, y to be treated as a constant. So x is there in the numerator. So if you consider x square plus y square equal to t square, 2x dx will be dt. So I think this is a simple integration only. Will you do that part? Shall I leave that to you?
Yes.
Okay. So just do it. Okay. Tell me. Let me know the answer in the next class. Okay. For both the integrals, take substitution like this by treating y as constant, integrate it, and tell me the value. Okay. What about the next problem? Evaluate. Note down the next problem. Evaluate 0 to infinity, 0 to infinity, e power x square plus y square dx dy. I think we did this problem. I think, did we? Have we done this problem? All of you note down this problem. 0 to infinity, 0 to infinity, e power x square plus y square dx dy. ఈ ప్రాబ్లం చేసాం లేదా గుర్తుందా? కార్టేసియన్ టు పోలార్ కోఆర్డినేట్స్ చేసినప్పుడు evaluation of double integral okay. Okay, can you tell me the region of integration for this? X is ranging from where to where, y is ranging from where to where. Are you with me? I'm asking you to tell me the region of integration for this integration.
First quadrant.
First quadrant, x varies from 0 to infinity, y varies from 0 to infinity. That means it is entire.
ఎందుకు ఎవరో నెట్ ఆపేసారే ఆగిపోయిందేమో అందుకే మనం ఆన్ చేసి
It is the
అన్ని
first.
ఇప్పుడు జాయిన్ అయిపోయాయి.
Okay, so region of integration is the entire first quadrant. Okay, so 0 to infinity, 0 to infinity e power x square plus y square dx dy. Let us convert into polar coordinates. Let us convert into polar coordinates. Then what happens? Let x equal to r cos theta, y equal to r sin theta. Then what happens? Dy dx is equals to r dr d theta. Then I becomes 0 to infinity. Sorry, I will tell you the limits later. What is x square plus y square? R square. R square. And what is dy dx or dx dy? R dr d theta. Now when you draw a line which is passing through the origin, r varies from where to where? R starting from initial point 0. Where it is going? Infinity. And how theta is varying? When you are rotating this line to cover the entire first quadrant, how theta is varying? 0 to? Tell me.
Pi by 2.
0 to pi by 2. And because of the presence of r, integration of this is very easy. Can you tell me the integration without taking substitution? I think easy guess, right? 0 to pi by 2. Integration of r e power r square is 1 by 2 times e power r square. Do you agree? You just differentiate. You will get this. Okay? Do you agree? Is this clear to all of you?
Yes.
Now what is upper limit? Tell me. As r tends to infinity, r square tends to infinity, e power r square also tends to infinity. Do you agree?
Yes.
So this is infinity answer. Okay, so actually the problem is not wrongly posed. Actually, okay, if this is the integration is going to be infinity. Okay, but I would like to modify this problem. You write it as like this: minus of x square plus y square. If you take minus of x square plus y square, then you can do, or if you want to do, you can do it in a separate problem. For the problem asked in the examination, answer is infinity. Okay, problem is over. You take another problem as problem number 4 by minus of x square plus y square. Are you following my instructions?
Yes.
So next problem I am asking you to take it as like this. Then what happens in that case? It is going to be minus r square. Then what will be integration of this? Is this minus 1 by 2 e power minus r square is the integration? If you differentiate, what do you get? Minus 1 by 2 e power minus r square minus r dr minus minus gets cancelled. I think this is the integration, right? Do you agree?
Yes.
So take this minus 1 by 2 outside, apply the limits 0 to pi by 2. Upper limit is going to be what? As r tends to infinity, e power minus r square goes to 0.
Yeah.
Okay, so 0 minus, as r tends to 0, it is going to be 1 d theta. So minus of minus plus, so this is 1 by 2 times 0 to pi by 2, 1 d theta. So this is 1 by 2 times theta from 0 to pi by 2. So this is 1 by 2 times pi by 2. Lower limit is 0. So answer is pi by 4. Is it fine? Consider that as problem number 4. Next problem. But from this you can get a very good result. I'll tell you what is it. Let me know if you have copied this or not.
Yes.
Okay, so note. Okay, let us consider some I1. I1 as 0 to infinity e power minus x square dx. There is some value of this integral. What is that value? We don't know. I'm calling that as E1. I1. Okay. Now, can I write this I1 as 0 to infinity minus e power minus y square dy? This outcome is a constant. That constant does not depending on the variable that you are using. It's a dummy variable. X, whether it is you write x or y or t, doesn't matter. Outcome is going to be constant. After integration, when you substitute the limits, you are going to get a constant. Is it fine?
Yes.
So what is I1 square? I1 square is I1 into I1. So I will call it as 0 to infinity e power minus x square dx into 0 to infinity e power minus y square dy. Okay, in place of this I1 I wrote this expression, in place of this I1 I wrote this expression. Both are same, both are I1 only. So when you are integrating with, now please listen, this entire thing is a constant and this is an integral. Can I bring this constant inside the integral? K into integral is integral k. Constants can be taken inside the integral. So this entire thing is a constant. Agreed or not?
Yes.
So I am going to bring that constant inside. So what happens? So this is going to be 0 to infinity. What is that constant? Constant is this 0 to infinity e power minus x square dx is a constant multiplied with e power minus y square, okay, dy. Okay, now here because you are integrating with respect to x, all other variables will be treated as a constant. Therefore for this integral y will be treated as a constant. Therefore e power minus y square is also treated as a constant. Do you agree or not? Therefore e power minus y square can be written here or can be written inside the integral also. Okay, so this is 0 to infinity e power minus y square. Okay, constant is 0 to infinity e power minus x square dx dy, or I can write this as 0 to infinity e power minus x square into e power minus y square dx dy. Do you agree? And what is e power minus x square into e power minus y square?
E power minus of x square plus y square.
E power minus of x square plus y square dx dy. What is that value? What is that value we got? Pi by 4. Is that okay? Therefore, what will be the integral value of? Therefore, what will be the integral value of 0 to infinity e power minus t square dt? Can you please tell me?
Root pi by 2.
That's it, root pi by 2. And this is a very standard result which you will be useful in other parts of calculus. Okay. So it's actually called an error function. Okay. So useful result. Okay. So actually in the problem, in the examination, the question must be posed like this: minus of x square plus y square, but unfortunately it is printed as root of x, just x square plus y square. If it is only x square plus y square, it would be infinity. The double integral does not exist. Okay. Did you note down? Is that fine?
Yes.
So just write down the. So we did these two problems. Okay. So just I will send the remaining problems. Okay. I think we did this problem already in the class. Volume bounded by the cylinder, cut off by the plane y plus z equal to 4. I think
Yes.
this part is over. Only last problem you note down, 0 to pi by 2, triple integral. It's a cylindrical coordinates. I think when you are integrating with respect to z, r will be treated as a constant. Simply integration of r is rz. Substitute the limits in place of z and simplify. It's a simple integration. Do this problem. 0 to pi by 2. All the limits are given. No need to draw the region of integration. Simply integrate with respect to each variable by treating the remaining variables as constant and get the answer. 0 to pi by 2, 0 to a sin theta, 0 to a square minus r square by a r dz dr d theta. Is that okay? Noted?
Yes.
Right.